Hey, what's up guys? This is Piplove 10203854 or Jacob. So today I'm coming with you with the deck tech of my Defender Pseudo ramp. So I'm gonna try to do this a little different because I didn't have a table and I didn't like laying all the cards out. So as a friend of mine, Superstar 17, actually, yeah, let me get the real name because I want to make sure I give him a real shout out. So one second. Got my computer with me, so yes, Superstar 0717. So he's a really awesome friend of mine, and I'm gonna try to do it the way he does it because that's a little better that way. So I'm gonna start out with creatures. So we'll just pick a handful. Got one Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre. Okay. One Kozilek, Butcher of Truth. We have two Kabira Vindicators. These guys are actually really good for, especially when I get a lot of mana late game or even early game. He gives me a 2/4, and he pumps up all my defenders if I need a little extra power, or he pumps up like Knight of the Reliquary and saves them from getting bolted or like Bituminous Blasted or something else to that effect. So he's actually pretty useful. But most of the time I sideboard him out just because there's better cards that I can play than him. Okay. Next on we got Phyrexia Metamorph. This guy is really good. The point for him is not really to copy your own artifacts or creatures, but it's to copy an opponent's artifact or creature. And because the reason you do that most of the time is because most people don't have a threat to their own creatures. So when you copy them, they're like, it's like I copy like the Rampaging Ballots, play a land, it's like, and then play Knight of the Reliquary's effect, get two more, get another land out, and then sack it for a fetch land, and I get 3 beast tokens, or something. Or you copy like their Avenger of Zendikar, and now they're 3/2s, you know what I mean? So stuff like that is really good with him, instead of having to get rid of it most of the time. Next is an Emrakul. Obviously, this is Defender Pseudo ramp. So pretty much what you do is you ramp up with defenders until you're able to play this guy. He's really good. He can't be countered. When you cast him, you take an extra turn. Flying, protection from colored spells. Annihilator 6. And when he's put in the graveyard, you shuffle him back in. So he's a 15 for a 15. So he's a 15 drop for a 15/15 with flying. Can you imagine this guy just coming at you? He flies. You're like, what the hell? He's a flying 15/15. Yeah, good luck with that one. So there's 2 of that. Next, we got 4 Wall of Omens. I really love this card. You have a turn. It's a 2-drop. You're like, okay, I want to go through a deck, so I'll just take an extra draw. So you draw. So you have 4 of them. Really good. Usually they get pumped up by if I run Kabira, he just gets pumped to a 05, like a 1/5. So actually that's not bad. Got 4 more Wall of Reverence. This guy is he's an awesome defender. He's a 4-drop for a 1/6, and he has flying, and at the end of the turn you gain life equal to the power of target creature you control. So for example, if you have this guy out and you have like Knight of the Reliquary out, and he's like a 6/6 or an 8/8, whatever, and you have the 1, and if you have 2, you just gained 12 life or 16 life. So your life total really racks up fast with these guys, and they count for defenders. So I don't know why you wouldn't put them in here. Next, we got 4 Manor Gargoyles. Also a really good defender. He is a defender. He's a 5-drop for a 4/4. He is indestructible as long as he has defender, and you can pay 1 until the end of turn, and he gains flying. So he's pretty much a 4/4 in the air, if you don't have anything else to do with him. And he's indestructible, which is always nice because you can block a huge creature with him and just be like, oh, indestructible, doesn't matter. So I like that a lot. Here is the main ramp of this deck. Obviously, Overgrown Battlement. Pretty much speaks for itself, but 2-drop defender adds green to your mana pool for each creature with defender you control. So I think I run 17 defenders. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I run 16 defenders. So yeah, you can multiply 16 by 4, or however, yeah, you know, however you want to do the math. It's a lot of mana. So try just doing the math for that if you really want to figure it out. Next, obvious, 4 Knight of the Reliquary, and I love this artwork, by the way. But it's a 3-drop, 1 green, 1 white, and a colorless. It gets a +1 for each land in your graveyard. So it has an activated ability. You sack a forest or plains. You search your library for a land card, put it under the battlefield, and then shuffle your library. So what you pretty much do is, you know, turn 1 you play like an Evolving Wilds or something, put a land in the graveyard, etc. You know, and then turn 2 like Overgrown Battlement, play another land card. Turn 3 Knight of the Reliquary, keep him out there. He's a 3/3 for now, or you know, whatever else you want to do, and then you can always play a fetch land, and you can always tap his ability. Of course, not on your turn, but you know what I mean. So he can get pumped really, really fast. That's the point. Okay, and then last but not least for creatures, mana accelerators, Primeval Titan. I'm sure everybody knows this guy. I mean, if you don't know this guy and you're not playing him in green and you're trying to go for like Wolfhorn Ramp or something, you have problems, because this guy will definitely accelerate your mana. In one match, I've had 4 of these guys out on the field I chose to play 4 of these guys instead of Emrakul. Why? Because I could. So, you know, so this guy, obviously, he's a 6-drop for 6/6. He has trample, and when he enters the battlefield or attacks, you may search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield, tap, and then shuffle. It says 2 lands, meaning anything. So if you play Valakut, you can search for Valakut. If you play, you know, whatever you really feel like, you can search for any land card. So next, we'll move on to sorceries and instants. I don't run very many, so I run only 4 actually. I run 2 sorceries and 2 instants. The 2 sorceries are Green Sun Zenith. Usually you get out Overgrown Battlement, Knight of the Reliquary, or Primeval if you can't find one. But I absolutely love this card, and I don't run 4 just because I don't need 4. So, you know, that's the main reason I don't do it. So that's it for that. And then I have my 2 instances, which is Not of This World, which I actually really like this card. It's, you know, some people are like, oh, it's okay, it's not bad, but I like it. So yes, what it is basically it's a 7 counterspell, or it's a free spell, a counterspell if you you know, have a creature that's power 7 or greater. So Knight of the Reliquary, you know, and then all the legendaries like Kozilek, Ulamog, and Emrakul. So really, really, really like this card. It does actually get played pretty often, which I'm surprised. Last but not least is all my land. So I run 1 Eye of Ugin, which I actually just found out the legendary, it actually applies. So I have matches for these, but in most of my matches I play 2, just because I didn't know that the legendary rule also applied to land. But yes, so it colorless or jolly spells cost 2 or less to cast. And you can pay 7, search your library for a colorless creature card. So it means like Mana Gargoyle, Phyrexia Metamorph, etc. And reveal it and put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Now I run, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I run 9 fetch lands, 4 Evolving Wilds, pretty self-explanatory, Terramorphic Expanse, 2 Marsh Flats, really nice card, and 2 Verdant Catacombs. So that's my fetch land. I run 2 Sun Petals just because I might need you know, a forest or a plains, and not something that could be sacked to Knight of the Reliquary. Just in case, you know, late game if I'm sacking too much land or something, being an idiot and forget that I'm like, oh, I only run, you know, 6 of each. So so that's Sun Petal there for you, and pretty much the rest is just 6 plains. So 6 plains, self-explanatory, it's a green-white deck, and then 6 Forest. So if you guys have any questions and you want to see a match for it, let me know, because I have matches up for it, but there are a lot of misplays just because it's the first time I've played Emrakul, so I have no idea the ruling about him, to be honest. So if there's a lot of mistakes, don't worry about that. I'm learning the deck, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.